It's a yes. Yes,
It starts as a
that's
specific point, ends at a specific point, and is a two-dimensional figure. So yeah, it's
right.
a line.
It's a line.
Probably curve.
Yeah. So also it can be called as a. It can be called as a curve.
Curve.
Right. It can be called a curve. Right. Yeah. Okay. So it can be called a curve. Okay. Just duplicate this.
A plane curve.
Yeah, a curve. Okay. Now let's. Yeah. Okay. So now we have a curve, and now let's see. Okay. And let me do that. Yeah. Let me take this one. So now I have a curve which is okay. Is there any difference between the curve that I drew
Can I say
earlier? Yes.
Yes. So can I? That
Okay.
one's a
Shall we?
closed
Shall
curve.
we go ahead? Shall we
It's a
go ahead?
closed curve.
Yes.
so
Sir, can you
basically
show me the
the
other
second
one?
Mm-hmm.
so
Hey, come
basically the
on.
second one is a so basically the second one is an open curve because it does not end at the starting point, and the
No,
first one is also open because it doesn't end at the starting point.
Yes.
I think so many that.
Both of them are open.
Both of them are open.
Yeah.
So any difference between these two? Any difference?
Yeah.
Is there any
Not
difference?
The
really.
shape is different, but they both are open curves.
Both are open curves. Yeah, the shapes are different,
Yeah.
but both are open curves, right? Right. So, okay. Let me draw another one. Okay. Let me take this one. What about this one?
This is a closed curve because it ends at the starting point.
This is a circle.
This is a
It's
circle.
a closed curve.
Can I call this a curve?
Yes.
Yes.
A closed
Yes,
curve.
sir.
Yes. Yes. So it's a curve, and is it a closed curve or an open curve?
Yes.
It's a closed curve.
Because the lines are joining.
Yes. So it's a closed curve. So these this is an open curve. So the lines are not joining. Okay. Let me just draw one more curve here. Oopsie.
Sir, I just have one question regarding the syllabus. So will this come in the exam? This course, just this one?
You will get the
Get
syllabus.
the exam.
Just hold on.
Okay.
You'll get the syllabus.
Sir, because I have to start today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that hard, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So,
Yeah,
it'll be
we'll
hard.
see it. Too
yeah.
early to say
Okay.
that.
Okay. This is curve. This is a curve. This is what about this one? Is this a curve? Closed curve?
It's a
Open
closed
curve?
curve.
It's a
Curve.
closed curve.
It's a
It's not.
closed curve. Okay.
It is a closed curve.
Okay. Okay. Let me go here. Okay. Just delete this and we'll try. Okay. Let me take the pen tool. What about this one?
A
It's an
simple
open curve.
curve that is. No,
What
it's
is a
simple.
simple curve? It's an open curve.
It's a
No, it's
Open curve.
it's an open curve, right? It's an open curve.
Sir, I don't see any curve.
Yeah, you don't see any curve. That's also very interesting. So why do we call this a curve?
But it's-
Or why do we call a curve a curve? Why?
Sir, curve is a curve, so because a curve is bending.
Curve is
A curve because the curve is bending.
right. Bending. What do you mean by that? Bending.
Like
They
it
have
is.
angles. No.
So bending as in curving
Yes.
and curving
Right.
and bending.
Yes. So basically,
Sir, I think that a curve does not consist of any angles.
Curve does not consist of an angle. So this is not a
Yes.
curve.
I
It
don't
does
think so.
contain sometimes.
Sir, how is
So,
this
like
a
for
curve?
example,
Like a circle is
straight
also made up of angles and circle is made up of curves.
so for example,
No,
in this
circle is
figure,
not made of angles. We can't
Circle
draw
can have
an
angles
angle in a
also.
The
circle.
curve is like basically a figure traced out without lifting the pencil.
yeah,
So like
like
even
when you can
straight lines
join a
can be
number of
crossed,
points.
any figure,
Mhm,
and it has to be continuous.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
I think a curve is a line which is bent.
A curve is a line which is bent. So what do you mean by bent?
Sir, bent according
Change
to
direction.
Okay.
No, but even a line can be a curve.
Okay, let
Yeah.
me. Okay,
Like
what about this one? What about this one? Is this a curve or not?
it's a open curve.
The second
It's a
line,
curve.
okay? I'm talking about the second
Yeah.
line.
It's a
Yes,
curve
yes.
It's a line.
Line. It's a
So you just
Sir,
said it's a second.
No,
It's a
it's not a
second
line.
Can-
No, this
sir,
is a
may I-
line segment. This is a line
So I
segment
think
It's a
that
line
because it has
segment.
two
It's a line
definite
segment.
points.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sir,
So
It doesn't
So again,
And-
even if it is a line segment, there's points A and B. So like Shavi said before, when you can join any number of points without lifting a pencil from the paper is a curve.
You don't have to
But
join
drawing line
points
segment A to
necessarily.
B. No, you do. Okay, you cannot
No,
have
we don't.
something that doesn't
We
have
don't.
points.
Basically,
Okay, fine.
here in
So
this
if
line,
it's
you see there
line
are two
segment
there are 2 points A
Okay.
and B, but we're not joining it. But it's still a curve. It's an
No,
open.
Sir,
like
can I speak?
It is
yeah,
a curve. We're
yes,
not
kind of
joining
like
the
yes.
points.
Okay, okay, okay,
line A
okay. Okay, it seems
at
like
point.
Sharvi and Vidhan are at loggerheads today. So let us
So
calm
he's
down.
saying that we have to join the points. It's necessary.
Okay, okay.
Sir, may I
Ranveer, yes.
speak?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
point. But by point, I mean that
Ridhan,
a line
hold on,
starts up, right?
hold on. We are not fighting in the class. We are not gaining
Point
anything
is a
by
point.
Sharvi, Ridhan. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll not speak. Yes, Ranveer.
So a curve is an object which is similar to a line, but it's not straight. It's like a trace left by like a point.
Mhm. So what
Like-
about okay? What about AB? Is AB a curve or not?
Sir,
It is.
AB isn't the curve. It isn't.
It isn't a curve.
It is.
Shrishti.
No, Shari,
It-
it isn't.
Okay, 5 minutes. Ridhan, Shrishti. Sorry, Ridhan and Sharvi not speaking. Okay, 5 minutes. Shrishti.
Yeah.
What about the second one? AB. Do you think AB is a curve?
No, it's not.
It's not. Okay. Why do you think it's not?
Because like we said that the curve is like a line which is bent. This has no bent part to it.
This has no bent part to it. Okay. What about okay, Radhya, Anya, anyone wants to go?
So can I?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Arjun, I think a curve is a line segment or line which doesn't have a sharp turn
Mhm.
and has a curvy turn or a turn which is similar to a circle's semicircle's part. What do we say? Like it's a curve is a line which doesn't have a sharp angle or a sharp turn. Like in AB, the upper figure, it has a sharp turn A, B, C. So it is a like it can't be categorized in a curve box
Okay.
or something.
Okay.
Like-
Okay. So, okay, I'll ask completely a weird question right now. Okay.
So could I please give
No, 5 minutes.
Some-
No talking. No talking. 5 minutes. No talking.
it's 5?
Okay. So, I'm going to give you a completely weird example and ask you a question. Araman, What's your is rasgulla mithai?
Yeah. Is rasgulla mithai? Yes,
It is. Okay,
I think so.
you think so? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why is it called
So
a
that's
mithai?
what small
You
questions
confused
when
me
I ask
even
for
more.
some dessert.
Why is it called a mithai?
So can I tell?
Because it's sweet.
Because it's
maybe.
sweet.
Meetha.
It's yes. So it's mitha, right? That's right. So is chai also a mithai?
I don't think so.
So
You
I
don't-
take tea without sugar. So
Sir, I
tea is
hope
not
not.
sweet for me. So I cannot tell it as a mithai.
But chai, usually chai that you get, like, okay, give me some chai and you'll get a chai, right? And what about that chai? Is that a mithai?
So nowadays I don't drink tea. I just like made that up right now.
Sir, I hope not.
I hope
it's
not.
not a mithai.
Okay. So chai is not a mithai, right? Please ignore my daughter. She's around and she's just okay. So yeah, chai is not a mithai, but rasgulla is a mithai. Okay. Uh, so what about so basically what I'm trying to say here is all so rasgulla and let's say anything that you go to a
So
shoot.
I think what you're trying to say is that everything which is sweet is not mithai, but every mithai is sweet. I think.
Every mithai is sweet, right? Every mithai is sweet, right? Every mithai is standard.
Yeah, but
By the
every
standard
sweet is
definition,
not.
it is going to be sweet. So similarly here, all if you draw anything between 2 points, if you draw anything between 2 or more than 2 points, it's a curve. Okay, it is a curve. Anything that you draw between 2 points or more than 2 points is a curve, right? But straight line is a special curve which has no bend. Okay, straight line is considered to be a special curve which has no bend, whereas any other curve has a bend. Now I think there was one question that I don't see a bend between A, B, C, but there is a bend, and this bend is called a very acute bend. Okay, see, it's a very sharp bend. Okay, it's a sharp point. So this is called, okay, if I change this, let me just take this and change it into a curve. How do I change it? What? Wait, just give me 1 minute. Huh? Change it into a curve. Or is it already a curve? Okay. Okay, just let me take this. Now see, if I can, now I am going to change it into a smooth. Now see how it's changed. Now this bend is a smooth bend. Okay, this bend has become a smooth bend. Okay, see now. Now I can again go back and change it to a sharp bend. Okay. Okay, now I can't do it anymore, but yeah. So, but here you see, if I yeah, now I have changed it to a sharp bend. So that is a difference. Okay, so a line will have something which is very will have no bend, whereas a curve can also have bends. So a line is a special kind of a, so line is like the rasgulla, which is a sweet, but all sweet and all, so that special sweet, this one straight line, which is also a curve. So everything that I have drawn here is a curve, and now this is also a special kind, which is a closed curve. Now all these are closed curves. Okay. Now let me draw one more. Okay, just duplicate this.
So, sir, are line segments a curve?
Could I say something?
Lines,
Yeah.
yes. Line segments
So they
are
are a
curves.
curve, right?
Yes, they
Yes,
are.
they are.
Okay.
So could I say something?
Yes, now go ahead.
Right. Again, like you said before, let me give you an example. What you're drawing on, let's say it's paper, right? So we can call that a plane surface on which we will draw. Now, and again, when I'm saying that when you join a number of points on it without lifting the pencil, you get a curve, even no matter what it is. And when I say points, for example, a line has to start somewhere and end somewhere, which is why I use the word points. In the same way, when I say this, when I say that even a straight line can be a curve
A
because
straight
it
line
meets
can
all
be a curve, yes. Because
because
it's
it
Sir,
meets
I
all
have
these.
a question.
yes, go ahead.
Sir, so does that mean that a line which extends infinitely, is it not a curve?
It is also a curve because okay, yes, the question
curve.
is whether it is drawn between 2 points or not. So when you are technically saying that that the other point is not existing, so technically that is different. But you know what, like we can say that there is a moving point. Actually, line is also considered to be a moving point. So you see what happens is that in mathematics, there are many ways with which one say. So what I'm trying to say here is that if there are, so in mathematics, it's like version, okay? So mathematics, a line can have many versions, the way we treat it. To give you an example of this would be, so basically the definition of a line will change depending upon which part of mathematics you're considering. If you're considering geometry, okay, if you're considering geometry and that is moving points, in that case line is a moving point. Okay, there is only one point that is moving and the trace of that is a line. So similarly, a curve is also a moving point. Okay, a trace of that, how that curve is, how that point is moving will give you a trace, and that will be so that is coordinate geometry, and geometry. Now when you consider
Sir, also,
spatial geometry or a little bit of algebra or arithmetic, here we are considering a line to be drawn between 2 points. So if a line, there is one point and there is no end point, that's a special kind of a line that has no end point. Okay. Still, another geometry, it will be in coordinate geometry, it will still be considered a curve. So
sir, I also have one more question. So if I draw a point and then make a curve from it and end it on the same point, will it not be a curve? Because Dan said it needs to join 2 points.
yeah, okay. So what you are saying is, let's say I am drawing this and coming back and joining this here, right?
Yes.
And will that be considered a curve or not? So essentially, you see, this is, so when you are drawing this, I am drawing it between many points. So all the points there are many points existing. Okay. So in the geometry that we will consider right now, we will consider what we are trying to focus on, the geometry that we are trying to focus on. It is like this. Okay. It is like this. It has many points. It has many points. You see the points here? You can also,
Yes.
so this is a curve between, or you can say this is a curve, this is made up of too many curves. Okay. So one point here, you can also introduce more points. So see, I have introduced one more point here. I've introduced more points here. So the geometry that we are dealing with right now, please understand that when I'm drawing a line which does not have, so let's say this is a line, okay? This is a line I have drawn and this is just going on and on, okay? There is a start point, but here I do not have an end point. It is just going on and on. In this line also, if I consider the geometry that we are considering right now, it is made up of many points. So essentially a line, an array, or any line segment or any line can be considered to be a curve. also, because it is drawn between many points. In a special type of geometry, which is called, you can consider coordinate geometry and all, where we consider that line is a trace of one single moving point, where the point is moving. Here, the essential consideration is that a point is not moving, a point is static. So a line is just drawn, which means that it is joining many points that are static in the paper. So when we come to a curve, which is closed curve here also we are, here also it is a line, that it is a curve that is between many, that is joining many points on the plane. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So understand this. Okay, this is very, so sometimes you, line is not a curve, it is just a moving point. Yes, it is, but it is in a different kind of, when you are treating it is a different way. But right now what we are considering, which is called the Euclidean geometry. Euclidean geometry, in this we are considering points to be static points. Okay. Okay, now let's look at this curve. Okay, let's look at this one. This curve, what happens to this curve is that there is a point, it is started at one point, then it has crossed itself at many points, right? So
Yes, sir.
in this space, so see here what has happened for this, at this point, let's say I have a point here. At this point, I have drawn two curves at the same point. I've drawn two curves. So the curves are intersecting itself. The curve is intersecting itself. And at the same time, it is closed. So what is it a, so all the curves that are just, that are not overlapping each other. For example, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, all these are simple curves. All these are simple curves. Now, again, I'm going to take an open book test. It will be very, good if you
Open what test?
Open book test later on.
Open door test.
Open
That
book.
MCQ
Open
one.
book.
Book.
So you can
book.
have your book, you can have your notebook open and write the test.
Wait, what? So
Yeah.
we
Oh
can check
yeah,
from the,
great.
So
Sir, which chapter?
wait,
Squares
wait.
and square roots.
this is polynomials. Okay.
So,
Quadrilaterals
Wait,
actually.
so
so we are having
by
the test, right?
open book, you
No,
mean that we
no,
can
no,
check
no.
the note.
Yeah, you can check the notebook. So it's good if
Wait,
you
what?
have these notes with you.
You can
Okay.
check
But
the
isn't that
notebook.
just saying?
Did you say?
What I am
Did you
trying
just
to say
check
is
the
what
notes?
what I'm trying to say is if you have notes of the classes in your notebook, you can refer to them while writing the test. If it is an
So
open
is it
book test.
compulsory to cheat
What?
or
If it is an open book
Do we
test,
have a test today?
not today, not
no?
today.
Not today.
Okay,
Sometime
I
later.
got a little confused.
Okay. So what kind of a curve this one is? Adya, what kind of a curve this one is? What kind of a curve should I call this one, Adya?
Sir, I'm not so sure.
Okay, is it a closed curve or not?
Sir, which one?
It is.
It is a closed curve. Now, is it a
It's
simple
closed.
curve? Is
Huh?
it a simple curve?
It's a closed curve that is not simple.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
closed curve that is not simple. What about this one? Adya, is this a closed
Closed
curve?
curve.
Yeah, that's a simple closed curve.
Very good. That's a
Excuse me,
simple closed curve. Yes. What about this one?
Please take it.
Yes, I will take your
Simple.
time. I think today we have 24 present. Who is absent today? Rudra, Reet,
Oh.
both are present. Ranveer, Radish, Naran.
So actually many are present, but some of them are leaving and joining. I can hear the.
Yes, yes. Virangana is also present. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
excuse me, sir. So if these are all curves, then what will be called the squares and the other figures? Not
Yes,
particularly
I'm coming to
square,
that.
because
Right.
it's a quadrilateral. So other
Right.
things.
Yeah, I'm coming to that also. I'm coming to that. Yeah. Okay. Let me just take one more whiteboard. Just duplicate that. Okay. Yeah. So we have got a fair idea about what a curve is, yeah, and what all there is. Okay, just select a rectangle. Now let me draw this. Let me take a special shape. Let me take triangle. Yeah. Okay. Now this is a triangle that I've drawn. Okay. There are many ways I can draw triangles. This is another triangle. Okay. I can make this one. So many ways I can draw a triangle on this. So yeah. So this is a triangle. Okay. And what happens with this triangle? So now what is this? What can you say from the definition? What can you say what about this triangle?
It
It's a
has three
simple
sides,
closed
three
curve.
angles, and
Yeah,
oh,
but with the while if I have to define it in terms of curve, what can I
oh,
say?
this is a simple
Yeah.
closed curve.
This is a simple closed curve,
Yeah.
right? This is a simple closed curve, right? Yes. So yeah, that's how it is. And any simple closed curve made up of only line segments. So these are all line segments, right? From this point to this point.
Yes.
This is a line segment from this point to this point. This is a line segment from this point to this point. This is a line segment. So it is made of 3 line segments. So what can we say? This is called
A
a
shape or a
polygon.
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 Yeah. So if a curve, so essentially, so that is how it is different from circles. Okay. So a circle is a curve, it's a simple closed curve, all right, but it's not made up of line segments, right? But here in this case, this is a closed curve made up of line segments, right? So this is the same, right? So we have this. Now we entered the world of polygons. In polygons, so like, okay, so this is a polygon made up of 3, 3, 1, 3, right? Let me just make another polygon too. Yeah, let's take this one. And, okay, let me make it here. Okay, so okay, so here what I am doing here. Okay, what kind of a polygon that have I drawn? Can you tell me what kind of
Pentagon.
polygon? Pentagon. Why?
Pentagon. Because it
Why?
has
Because
five
it has
sides,
5 sides.
Right. So
five
it
sides,
has
5 angles,
5 sides and 5 vertices.
and 5
right,
angles.
And 5, yeah.
right. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right. Five sides it has got. That means it is made up of 5 line segments joined at. Okay. So the points where these line segments are joining each other are called what is this?
Vertices.
Angles.
So
Vertices, right?
Oh,
They
the
are called,
point. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
yeah,
The
the
point,
angles are inside.
so this singular point where 2 line segments are joining each other is called a vertex, right? Ria, can you tell me what this point is? Here 2 line segments are joining. What is this point, Ria? Virangana, can you tell me what is this point called where 2 line segments are joining? Shaurya, can you tell me what is this? What these 2 points are called?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Shaurya.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what will this point be called where these two line segments are coming and joining?
Wait.
If I'm sure, it's called like an epicenter or something.
No, it's not called an epicenter. Epicenter
Okay,
would
no,
be
sorry,
something.
not no. Wait.
Epicenters of earthquakes.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Yeah,
meant
that's
I
the
got
point of origination. But here, these two line segments are
basically
joining.
it meets at like one point.
Yeah, they are meeting at one point, and so therefore this is
Yes.
called a vertex, right?
Yes.
Right. So
Vertex.
vertex.
Oh wait, yes, no, vertex.
Yes. So this line segment is also called a vertex.
Vertex.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
So how many vertices will this pentagon have, Rudra?
5.
Yes, 5. Right. And how many vertices will this triangle have, Arnav K? How many vertices? 3. Perfect. So 3 vertices here, right? We got 3 vertices. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me go to. Okay. So let me create another artboard. Change the color. Give it a color. Okay. Now it's easier for me. Okay. So. Okay. So let me draw a polygon. Okay. So how many sides are here? How many sides?
6.
8.
No, sorry.
8.
Right. 8 sides.
Then it's an octagon.
Or it's called an
Octagon.
octagon. Right. Now see how interesting it becomes. How many sides? I'm increasing the side.
8.
Okay. 9. Okay. Okay. I'll make it a little bigger. So that, okay. And also see this kind of a polygon. Now just look here. Okay. So this is not exactly what it should be, but look here. What is the width? 707. Height is 243. Right. That means the line segments are not, all the line segments are not equal. Okay. I wish I could measure
Yes.
it and show you, but all the line segments are not equal. They are all different.
Unequal.
Right. Right. But if I, let's say, make it 481 times 481. Oops, okay,
Oh.
okay, it is joined actually, that's right. Let me make it 481. Now let me just, okay. Now see, it's 338, 338. Now what you can see is that the line segments are all joined, right? The line segments are all equal in size, right? Equal in size. Now see something interesting that will happen. I'm increasing the number of sides here, and all this. So if the sides are equal, if the line segments are equal in size, then what it is called? Vihan, any guesses? What
A
can it
regular.
be called? Yes, Vihan.
They're a nonagon.
Yeah, nonagon, of course, but
Sir, a regular shape.
it's a regular
No, Vihan.
polygon. Okay, Vihan. Yes, Vihan.
Yes, sir.
So what can I call this? If the line segments are equal in size, what can I call this? What kind of a polygon will there be? Will it be a regular polygon or an irregular polygon, Vihan?
Sir, regular.
Regular, right? It's called a regular polygon because, just a name
The
to say that
sides are congruent.
all
They're
the
not
sides are,
over.
all the sides are equal, right? If the sides are also equal, then the angles that they're forming at the vertices, will also be equal. Now see something interesting. I'm increasing the number of sides. See here, the sides, it's 9, right? So I'm increasing.
Yeah.
I'm making it 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, what is it slowly becoming?
A circle.
A circle.
Closer to a circle.
Right.
But it'll never be a circle.
It'll never
because,
be exactly a circle, but see.
Even if we zoom in all the way to 100,
Its
that's not a
angles
circle.
its angles are increasing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if I
they're really small.
so if I
So
increase,
if
There are
zoom
still
in,
bumps.
there
yeah,
are still bumps.
you can see the
Yes. So exactly not a circle. Now see what
it's
is
not a
happening.
circle.
If I'm reducing the number of
It's
sides.
like it's water and there are currents and tides.
Yeah. So now I'm decreasing the circle.
Yeah. We can
Now see.
still, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's how it becomes what it becomes. Yeah. So these are all polygons. Okay. Now if I increase and all, but right now we will look at some polygon which has only. So what kind of a polygon is this?
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral. Now a quadrilateral, the thing with quadrilateral is that there can be many shapes in a quadrilateral, right? So this is one
Yeah.
shape. This is one shape. If I, okay. So this is another quadrilateral. Is it a regular quadrilateral?
Yes, because it's a
Maybe.
square.
No, it's not a square exactly.
Okay,
So-
it looked like one.
Yeah, but why? Okay, it might seem that the, okay. So here the line segments are equal. Probably the line segments are equal inside, equal, equal in length.
No, it's a parallelogram. Because, yeah.
Okay, we'll come to parallelogram and everything later. But now let's say,
It looked like one.
let's say that this is A, this is B, this is C, and D. Okay, now this is very interesting because you said square. Okay, so this becomes very interesting actually. So now let's say AB is equal to 4 centimeter. Okay, let's say AB is equal to 4 centimeter, BC is equal to also 4 centimeter, CD is also equal to 4 centimeter, and AD is also equal to 4 centimeter. So is this a regular polygon?
Yes. All sides are equal.
No, sir.
All sides and angles are equal.
Sorry,
Sir, but
All
in
sides and
a
angles are equal.
sorry.
sir, but sir, in a rhombus, the sides are equal, but the line segments I don't think will be equal.
The line segments
Side.
are equal. The sides are equal.
They are equal. That's what it says. AB is a line segment. So
AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD.
Sir, so is a rhombus a regular polygon?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm the one who needs a little bit of gyan. Radhya, what do you think?
Sir, I don't know.
So
Okay.
can I say?
Okay, what's your hunch?
Sir, actually-
AB is equal to BC
Sir-
is equal to CD equal to DA. Okay, all the 4 sides are equal. We just discussed that if the sides are equal, it should be a,
regular polygon.
yeah. So in this case,
Sides
it
and
should be a-
angles are equal.
Sides and angles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the considerations are 2. You'll have to consider that all the sides are equal. Also, what is the other consideration?
Angles.
Angles
It could be a,
Because yes,
the,
Ridan.
and it is kind of tilted. So
this
I
is
can't
definitely,
tell.
this is not 90 degree. Okay, these angles are not.
Yes,
90.
sir.
yeah.
Sir, you asked about a rhombus. So can I answer that? Or
Yeah,
could
go
be
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
So what?
basically,
No.
I
So
think rhombus
Kushagra's question was: is rhombus
No,
regular
rhombus is
quadrilateral?
regular. It's irregular because for it to be regular, it needs to have equal sides and equal angles. So in a
No, it
rhombus,
does
sides are
have-
equal, but angles
No,
are not
It
equal.
doesn't
Ridan-
have equal angles.
Yeah,
So
No,
it's
that's
not,
what I'm
it's
saying.
irregular.
That's why it's
Ridan-
irregular.
Ridan, it has equal sides, but it doesn't have equal angles. Sides are
That's
equal, but not
exactly what I
Yeah.
just said.
You said both of them are equal. You said
No, I
lines are
said
also.
sides are equal, but angles are
You
not
didn't.
equal, which is why it's a rhombus. Which is why
Okay.
it's irregular.
Okay. So this, what is this?
Square, I'm guessing.
Maybe a square.
Yeah, so
This is a
Rectangle.
rectangle.
this is a rectangle, but if I sort of make it 375 times 375, so this becomes a square,
Square, I
right?
think.
It's a square.
Yeah, it is a square. It is a square. Okay. So if I see the length, I wish I could measure it. So
So it's 11:55, and I don't think you took attendance.
yeah, attendance I have already marked. Like I've marked it in my Veracruz. So yes, it is a square. Okay, and it is. So what about this? Is this a regular polygon or not, Misha? Is it a regular quadrilateral or not?
Yes, sir.
It is, right? It is a regular quadrilateral, right? Why is it a regular quadrilateral?
Because it has equal sides and angles.
Equal sides and angles. What about the angles? What do we know about the angles of a square?
They're all equal.
90.
They're
90
all
degrees,
90
yeah.
degrees centigrade, right? 90 degree.
All right
90
angles.
degrees, yeah. All right angles, right? But let's say I have this. Okay, what about the angles in this? Are the angles same? We have 90-degree
Still
angles,
90,
all four 90
but
degrees.
Yes,
sides
the the same, but the sides are not.
Not. So is this a regular quadrilateral?
no.
No. So
Because
only regular quadrilateral is a square, right? Yeah. So there are many others, like we have seen that there is a rhombus. There are others. There are other sort of angles also. There are other. Sorry, let me just draw one more. So one is something that you already know, which is called a
parallelogram.
parallelogram. And what about this one? What is this called? Do you know?
Sir, can I say?
Yeah.
Sir, it's
Go
a,
ahead.
oh, okay. I thought it has 5 sides.
Is it a
I think
trapezium?
it's like a trap.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a trapezium.
It's a trapezium. Yeah, trapezium has, see, these two sides are parallel to each other. The other two sides are not. But what if the four? So what would happen if these sides were also parallel to each other? What
Then
would
it would
So
become a
it would be a
Rectangle.
square.
A rectangle.
a rectangle, or what else could it be called?
square.
A rhombus or a,
Not yeah, rhombus or
Parallelogram.
or a
yes,
square.
yes, a parallelogram, right? A parallelogram. So let's say I have this, and let me just
Sir, we have an offline class after this.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think last time is over.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'm just okay. So let me just. Yeah. What about this one? This time you see that these two sides are parallel. These two sides are parallel. So this is a parallelogram. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye, guys.
Have we taken the
Yeah. I've taken that.